welcome back to the channel. It's that guy, SoFly, Energy Eli. Please do make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. So listen, this is part 2, fellas, on why you should learn a second or new language. Listen, I already kind of deep dived into the first video that I did on why you should probably learn a new skill, why you should learn a new language, and how many doors it can open up. But listen, without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 1, knowledge is power. Now, if you learn another language, you not only increase your value, but you increase your knowledge. As I stated in the first video, if you learn another language, whatever country you go to, they will not be able to get over on you. And therefore, you will enhance your knowledge and able to move throughout society. You won't have to have the means of depending on someone when you're trying to go to the supermarket. You won't have to depend on someone when you're trying to go to the bank. You won't have to depend on anyone when you're just trying to measly probably just take a nice little stroll on the beach, whatever it may be. You don't have to rely on anyone, because knowledge is power. Because you took the time to learn that language. And yes, it will take time, but you took time to learn that language. You took time to guide yourself. You took time to understand that, okay, cool, it's gonna take work for me to get to A, B, C, D, so knowledge is power. I can't stress it enough. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. And by you learning that language, you're just giving yourself even more power to expunge on your knowledge. Now let's get into step number 2. Number 2, cultural. Now, if you have a child in another country, you will understand, have to learn to continue to adapt to that culture. Now, if you have a child in that culture, that child automatically is going to adopt a lot of principles just being born in that place, being born around that environment. So you will become more cultured if you take on the acts of the culture. And the main thing is the language, because you're not going to understand what they're actually saying and what they're trying to do. That's one form of being accepted by another culture. When you take on their language, when you take on certain things that they do, but like I said, more importantly, their language, that will put you miles ahead of someone who's just coming to visit and really has no plans of trying to learn or grasp the concept of that culture. So you understanding the language, trying to immerse yourself into that culture will do wonders for you. And you will find that most of the time they will gravitate to you because they understand, hey, you are respectful, you are kind, and you are trying to learn our culture and not just come and, use and abuse, but you're actually trying to learn our customs. You're actually trying to learn, certain ways that we do things, but more importantly, the way that we communicate and speak. So now let's get into the final and third step. The final and third step, your mind has expanded. So your mind now has expanded because you've added a language to your, to your brain, to your cranium. So a lot of people, their mind gets very, small because they don't try to add certain things, to their everyday life, to their language. And you'll find that you'll have a little bit more of a different step to your walk. Now you feel like, okay, I conquered this. Now I can go and conquer this. So you want to be in that, predicament. You want to be in that situation, whereas, you're not limited. There's nothing more in this world than feeling limited as a man, more so than anything else. You don't want to be limited. You don't want to limit yourself on how far you can go. And learning another language will open those doors. Now you won't feel fearful if a job says, hey, we want you to be bilingual. You can say, okay, cool. Yeah, I speak Spanish as well fluently. I understand this, I understand that. You don't want to put yourself in a predicament where you are at someone else's, mercy. So by you picking and developing this new skill, you will find that it will work very great in your favor. But nevertheless, listen, another short video, but fellas, learn that second language. It will do wonders for you in your future. Once again, my name is Energy Eli. Listen, make sure you guys follow me at all social medias, Energy Eli. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Believe.